Warning, this is not intended for one hater, but all haters. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters make me famous. Haters.
Call it my battleground. I'm on that center stage where suckers be talking that, but not to my face. Making major moves while them haters.
They don't know it's where I've been and who I am, all the ways I've grown. Blood and the sweat, tears and regret made me hard as stone. On my own, on my own. Put the work in, yeah, I earned it. It's my destiny. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one, I'm a legend. Get what I want. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one, I'm a legend. Get what I want. Oh, oh, oh. Do a double take, see me on fire, see that I can't break. Knew I'd be great, knew I would rise through all of the pain. All of the love, start with it now, keeper of all faith. Never change. Put the work in, yeah, I earned it. It's my destiny. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one, I'm a legend. Get what I want. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one, I'm a legend. they don't know. It's where I've been and who I am, all the ways I've grown. Blood in the sweat, tears and regret made me hard as stone. On my own, on my own. Put the work in, yeah, I earned it. It's my destiny. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one, I'm a legend. Get what I want, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one, I'm a legend. Get what I want, oh, oh, oh. Do a double take, see me on fire, see that I can't break. Knew I'd be great, knew I would rise through all of the pain. All of the lows are within now, keeper of all faith. Never change. Put the work in, yeah, I earned it. It's my destiny. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting my shot, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm the one, I'm a legend. Get what I want, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, I'm on top, can't be stopped. Shooting
What is going on, everybody? Man, there's too many things on the screen here. See if we can close some of these out. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cap Nation Live. Been a long time since we've been live, huh? Been a long time. It's cold in here this morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Better mute that before we get a double echo. Don't expect a large crowd in here today on this beautiful and blessed Sunday morning. Little impromptu live shows. Been so long since I stood and went live here. I don't even have a mat to stand on. What is everybody up to on this beautiful morning? Aaron, good morning. David, good morning. Mitten Pickens, good morning. Chef Bayer in the house. Mr. Grover, good morning. Bear with me because I don't know where anything is on this. So there we go. All right. Appears we have audio. Hopefully we have audio. Hopefully you guys could all hear me. Hopefully you guys can all hear me. Minimize some of these things I got on the screen here. Woo! Cat Nation, the Air Fryer Nation, right? Mr. Brackens, good morning. Aaron says Air Fryer Nation with the air fryer emojis for those who know. For those who definitely know, there's a few of them in here. Not many, but there's a few. Who's ready for a good Sunday? I know I am. There we go. We're back. That was all caused by me. Internet shifted to the non-5G version, and I shifted it up, but now it seems to be worse. All right. Let it all catch up to speed here, and it should be good to go now. But anyways, happy Sunday. We've got Sunday, February the 8th today, locked, loaded, and ready to go. We got a lot of college basketball. I mean, not a lot, but we've got some great games in college basketball. Got a handful of NBA games. We got soccer. And then we get to go right into the Super Bowl, which is just going to be absolutely an awesome game today. I mean, it's awesome every single year. Pop up our live odds. Get everything running. We're going to break down some college basketball, take a look at some NBA. Chitty chatty. Definitely some good games today. Just making all the windows where they need to be. You know, we're a little rusty on the live side. We haven't gone live in for how long? Went live yesterday while driving. Probably wasn't advised to, but you know, we did. We did. All right. Tulsa, South Florida. We're going to talk about that one. By the way, premium plays going 3-0 yesterday. Much needed. Guaranteed Saturday play missing by a couple of points. That always sucks when they go cold in the scoring and you end up missing an over by 4 points. But hey, you can't win them all. We'll bounce back strong for that one. But premium plays yesterday, 3-0. FC's personal plays, 3-0 yesterday. Daily plays have been lights out. I won, every single day this week. But yesterday, slipped up yesterday. Had a little minor 1-2 day yesterday. So we lost a bet with a little bit of juice yesterday. So, but no harm, no foul, especially if you're betting consistently and every single day. But FC's got 3 good ones today. FC's got 3 real good ones today in college basketball. Premium plays, same thing. 3 really good plays today. Myself, personal plays, 3 really good bounce back ones if you're on my personal plays today. So it's looking like it's going to be a fantastic day. And then obviously we've got the Sunday guarantee, which the cool thing about that is we get a big game before the Super Bowl, which I absolutely love. Ronald, my brother from another mother, what is going on? By the way, my daughter told me to tell you hello if I saw you on the live show today. I just talked to her on the telephone. By the way, if you're watching and you can't comment, you need to be subscribed to our YouTube channel in order to comment. And I believe there is a 5-minute delay before you're, not when you comment to when I see it, but after you subscribe to the YouTube channel. I believe there's a 5-minute delay from when you subscribe to when it will allow you to comment, which is designed to try and keep some of those spammers out of here, you know? Just checking on things, making sure line movements haven't changed. We're going to get into some college basketball. I will. She is absolutely pumped for the Super Bowl. We always have our own little Super Bowl party. You guys remember I used to always go to the Caesars Palace Super Bowl parties and to their private VIP Super Bowl parties with all them badass ice sculptures and all that stuff. And she loves it. We do our own little Super Bowl party. You know, go to the store, buy all the snacky snacks and pig out. The commercials. And so she's super pumped. She's super pumped and, you know, telling me I need to hurry up. Hurry up and get home. Hurry up and get home so that way we can prep for our party. So as soon as the live, well, not soon as I got dust on me. Well, just a glare. No, we'll be in the office all day till about an hour before kickoff. Then I get to go home. Jay will be here all day through the game. He gets to have a watch potty or watch potty. Yeah, he can watch potty here. A watch party here. Her golf's good. She's been doing more barrel racing, which is what her mom does. She does more barrel racing now than golf. It's definitely taken a back seat, but I'm definitely not disappointed about that one because watching her, she's got a racehorse. She's got another one coming. But watching her race on this big-ass animal is pretty damn cool. Won her first buckle not long ago. Won her first buckle. My non-Cap Nation Live mug. We don't need a Jay Watch potty. I told his ugly ass he needs to go live, but he'd probably just stutter. He needs to go live during the game while I'm at home. You never know. I might pop on live. During the game. You never know what I might do. Definitely we'll be sending out an email at halftime, obviously, letting everybody know. Actually, Jay will probably do that once we get the game posted, the second half winner. But you never know. Might go live. We'll see. Oh, Aaron, it's awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Hold on, there's a little floor mat here. This floor is hard as a rock. I mean, I got comfortable shoes on, but there we go. There's my mat. Oh, that's way better. But live shows will be returning because of college basketball and the 5-minute game day breakdowns. Those will be returning, and we got some little tricks up our sleeves for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. All right. There'll be some games we could talk about. Some games we can't, like the USC and Penn State game, because not only do we have a play on the side, but we've got a play on the total on that one. So obviously we can't discuss that one. But nonetheless, we will discuss some Tulsa, South Florida. We've got a play on the total, so we can't discuss the over-under, but we can definitely discuss the side on Tulsa and South Florida. It'd be cool if I had there's my iPad. So ill prepared for game day breakdowns. Guaranteed nothing's charged. Guaranteed nothing is charged. There we go. We'll get it powered up. We'll get it powered up. The promo code for the elite combos, those I believe are going to. So anybody that bought the Super Bowl, any Super Bowl package before the cutoff Wednesday at midnight will get a promo code. So Aaron, you're going to get 2 promo codes. Those should be emailed. I know they didn't want to get the promo codes lost in the emails of when the second half bet was going out. So it will either go out later on today, but more than likely it will go out tomorrow morning. The promo code for the elite package, like you and the other people that got it, that will also go out at the same time, or not same time, but it'll be an additional email. Because the college basketball big game promo package, the 3X, or I don't know, whatever it is that they're calling it, that will not be until I think next week. So, but those promo codes will go out to you the same day, same time, just in a different email. So you'll get 2 emails, and then if you were on board for Guaranteed Saturday yesterday, I promised everybody an additional promo code that will be put out after the Super Bowl. So, but if you got on the Super Bowl package before the end of Wednesday, you'll get either 1 or 2 promo codes emailed in individual emails, and then obviously one for Guaranteed Saturday as well. So, yeah, definitely not a lot of people in here. I didn't expect a lot of people here in the morning. I mean, is the volume low? I don't think the volume's low. We can see, and let me see, is that any better? I mean, I can boost it up a little bit without it popping into the red, but I know we were getting a double or getting an echo, so I lowered it a tad bit. Let me know. I raised it a little bit. I adjusted the mic a little bit, so let me know if that helps at all. If that helped anything, and if you guys are getting an echo in the background, please let me know. But yeah, definitely didn't expect a lot on the live, just for the fact that we haven't gone live in forever. And the general consensus when you do live is, if you build it, they will come, and you got to build it. And I definitely haven't gone live, so wasn't expecting a massive crowd. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't caught on yet, we post a lot on our YouTube community page. We post a lot on our YouTube community page. The promos, specials, discounts, deals, you name it, we post it on there. All the sales. So make sure you guys pay attention to the YouTube community page. It's better? Okay, good. Good. All everything should be popping up here shortly, so that way I can get some game day breakdowns going. And we're going to start the first poll of the morning between South Florida and Tulsa. Alrighty. Oops. Hang tight. And then we're going to start our college basketball game day breakdowns, which, by the way, we're going to bring back the clock. Not today, but we will bring back the 5-minute game day breakdowns. And we'll be able to do all of that. So that will be coming. All right, Tulsa at South Florida. This should be a good one. Tulsa current numbers catching 4.5. South Florida 15-8 on the year, and they're laying 4.5 at home. 7-3 in conference play, coming off a big win over UTSA. High scoring game over UTSA, where we saw 197 points. Tulsa 20-3. Winners of what? Was it 7 straight? Yeah, 7 straight. Beating Florida Atlantic, Wichita State, North Texas Rice, Memphis. They absolutely slaughtered old Memphis. UAB and Charlotte, their last loss was to South Florida. They were at home in South Florida, just absolutely slaughtered them 93-78. Look at the chat in the comment section so far. Only a couple of you guys have voted so far unanimous with South Florida. Taking a look at the matchup. I mean, South Florida, yeah, they got their number, earlier in the season. Back on January 10th, they just absolutely slaughtered them. South Florida was on the road, beat Tulsa at home. But when you take a look, Tulsa's they've been bobbing and weaving. They had an overtime loss to Wichita State, which they very easily had opportunities to win. They had a double OT loss to UAB. They could have very easily won that game as well. So their record could, they could be 17-5 with, 9 straight wins? Oh, no, they lost to Temple, so you'd have to factor that one in there. And when they lost to Temple, they lost by a point on the road against Temple. So they could have very easily have won 9 straight games. Revenge game, would you say? Oh, definitely a revenge game, 100%. 100%. And when you take a look, when you break it down, and I wish my iPad would pop up because I'd have access to more numbers as soon as it charges and pops up. But when you take a look at statistics and statistically comparing both teams, like Tulsa and South Florida, Tulsa's got the 26th ranked offense in the country. They're not the fastest when it comes to time of possession. Average, time of possession 16.9, where South Florida is a very fast-paced team. They're the 17th fastest team in college hoops in D1. Shooting from the field, Tulsa, a top 20 team at 13, 57.9%, which is 6% more than South Florida. They don't turn over the ball as much as South Florida. They don't get as many offensive rebounds as South Florida. Whereas, South Florida is a top 10 team when it comes into the stats of offensive rebounds. 3-point shooting, you've got a top 5 team in Tulsa when it comes to 3-point shooting. They're knocking down 40.3%, not 43, 40.3% of their three-point attempts. Okay? When you go back and you look at their 93 to 78% loss, South Florida, they shot 38% from out deep, 64% of all their two-point attempts. When you look at Tulsa, this is a 40% three-point shooting team. They knocked down 7 of 23. Now, they didn't take many attempts, but they couldn't make one. They shot 30%, 10% below their season average. Could that game have been closer? Absolutely. Absolutely. Tulsa is not a bad shooting team. I mean, I think they were 79.5% from the free throw line during that game alone. From the free throw line, I mean, that's what they shoot, 79%. You put South Florida on the line, Tulsa's got the advantage. When it comes to defense, I know South Florida's defense is ranked a little bit higher than them, but statistics and the stats, I put them side by side. Both rely on the three ball for about, a third of their points. Both go to the bench for a decent amount. The two foul participation, not a huge factor, for either team. Tylen Riley for Tulsa's going to need to have a big game. Same thing with, David Green. Tyler Bayren's going to need to have a big game. Tulsa's got some very talented individuals. But they got to knock down their threes. Revenge game. South Florida's defense is holding teams at 35.9% from out deep, which is nearly Division I worst average. So does Tulsa go cold from out deep? 2 games in a row? I don't think so. I don't think Tulsa does. I like Tulsa here, as Renaud was saying, revenge game spot. Definitely revenge game spot. I mean, just off, the bat, right? But take the revenge part out of it, and I still like Tulsa. The fact that you're going to give them 4.5 points, I think they have the better offense. I think their defenses are very comparable. I think Tulsa just played a bad game, plain and simple. I think Tulsa, got caught playing a bad game, and I think they bounced back strong today. So, what do I like in this one? Tulsa plus the 4.5. That's what I like in this one. Jeffrey Thompson, thanks for jumping on board the daily plays today. You, sir, are going to have a great day. By the way, there is a Sunday guarantee play before the Super Bowl. Thomas, if you're watching, your package was just switched to the Sunday guarantee. I got that mix-up taken care of for you. Mike Miles, thanks for jumping on board my personal plays, as well as Jeffrey. John Sanchez, if you're here, thanks for jumping on board my personal plays. Mr. Floyd, jumping on board premium plays. Mr. Thompson also getting that 30-bet prop bet package. Aaron, jumping on board the Super Bowl Combo Elite package, which, by the way, I get $500 is a lot for a package, but what you get in that package up there for $500 is a smoking deal. You get 30 days of daily plays. There's $300 right there. You get that package. There's $120. You get that package. You get that package. You get 2 weeks of soccer, 2 weeks of NHL. You get an NHL guarantee, my game of the week. You get an absolute boatload of packages. And then the cool thing is if for some reason, which we ain't going to, but if for some reason we dropped the guaranteed play, there or there, the guarantees are 50% more. So instead of it being 200 with that package, you get 300. Instead of this one being 100, you get 150. So $450 in guarantees on a $500 package where you're going to get a month of daily plays included, plus 2 guaranteed games, plus, this package, that package, 2 weeks of soccer, 2 weeks of NHL, and 3 weeks, 3 UFC fight picks, or not picks, but 3 UFC fight cards. And it's a hell of a deal. Mauricio, what's going on, man? What is going on? All right, so I see the chat is 60-40 now, but I mean, I like Tulsa. I like Tulsa in this one. Not only the revenge game spot, I just think Tulsa all around is the better team. I get they're on the road. All right. Let's take a look at UNC Greensboro and Furman. I know, not probably the most appealing game to take a look at. We do have a play on the total, so we'll focus in on the side on this one. This one there in Greensville at the Timmons Arena. UNC Greensboro coming off a big win over Western Carolina, winning by 3 at home. I mean, they've just been, a dumpster fire. They're 5-6 in conference play, 9-15 overall. Going up against a 16-8 Furman team who's at home. They're in the Southern Conference. They're 7-4. They're coming off an overtime loss. In fact, their last 2 losses were all overtime losses. 3 of their last 4 games were overtime losses, which were to Western Carolina, the Citadel, and then East Tennessee State, which was their most recent loss on Wednesday, where they lost 75-71 in overtime. They've already beat up UNC Greensboro. They beat them by 23 on the road. Here they are laying 11.5 at home. Can they get back-to-back games? Can they get back-to-back wins against them? You take a look at Furman and their offense. They're shooting 55.1% from the field. They convert all their 2-point plays at a rapid rate of 60.2%. Which is the number 11th in that stat in the country. Definitely not the fastest team. Neither one of these teams. They're in the latter half of Division I as far as pace of play goes. 3-point shooting numbers, very similar, 33 and 34%. Both struggle, and they're sub 70% free throw shooting teams. Furman does not rely on the free throws for their points. They rely on them for less than 16%. 2 foul participation, Furman definitely participates massively at 45.9%, which can definitely contribute to more late first half points or less defense in the beginning stages of that last 10-minute mark in the second half. As far as defensive edge goes, Furman's defense is light years ahead of UNC Greensboro. So might as well just get this one out of the way for you guys and just say, take Furman and lay the 11.5. So there's a free play for you guys. Furman laying 11.5. This one will be a good one. You want to build a bankroll? There you go. You want to build a bankroll? There you go. All right, we're going to start another poll. In the Texas Tech game, Mandingo, what's going on? All right, we're going to discuss the total, the over and the under in the Texas Tech West Virginia game. There is the poll right up there now, so participate in the poll. Do you like the over 136.5 or do you like the under 136.5? The reason why I'm not discussing the side is because we have a play on it. All right, it is part of my personal play, so if you want to know if I'm rolling with the dog here with West Virginia at home plus the 4.5, or if you want to know if I'm taking the favorite, Texas Tech on the road laying 4.5, you got to get on board for that one. You got to get on board. Which, by the way, daily plays are only $10. I know it's Lex Steel. I remember the logo. It might have been a while since we went live, but I still remember. This one by far is the fan favorite game of the day. You got Texas Tech with that nice little number 13 next to their name. 16-6 on the year. Coming off not one, but two straight losses. Losing by 3 to Kansas at home, 64-61. Losing on the road, 88-80 in a high-scoring affair against UCF. Before that, they had what? 5 straight conference play wins against Colorado, Utah, BYU, Baylor, and Houston. They split out the games with Houston, losing one, then winning the second one. Here they are going up against West Virginia. What can they do against West Virginia? The old Mountaineers, 15-8 on the year, coming off a big 5-point road win against Cincinnati. Before that, they lost to Baylor by 10, 63-53 in a very low-scoring game. Kansas State, they beat up 59-54. Here are all these low-scoring numbers, 88-53 total against Arizona. I mean, they got smoked by Wildcats, no doubt about it. You've got a number 37th ranked defense in Texas Tech and a number 28 ranked defense in West Virginia going at it head-to-head. Offensively, we already know Texas Tech is better offensively, right? They hit 55.8% from the field compared to the 52.1% for West Virginia. They knocked down 38.6% of their all their three-point attempts, which even though it's 3.3% higher than West Virginia, it's got them the 12th ranked team when it comes to knocking down threes. They convert 53.9% of all their two-point plays, but listen to this West Virginia defensive stat. West Virginia as a whole is holding teams to 45.4% when it comes to two-point plays. They're a 70% free throw shooting team at 70.5%. West Virginia struggles, and they got to be dead last? Near dead last with their 67.8% free throw shooting. They struggle. I mean, and they rely on, 19.3% of their total points to come from the free throw line, from the charity stripe. Texas Tech, 2-foul participation, almost 40%. That's a big advantage for West Virginia. That's a big advantage towards an over and West Virginia there. 2-foul participation for West Virginia, just 15.5%. Not a factor there. I see 75% of the poll voters are rolling with the over 136.5. What do I like in this one? I don't know if you guys are going to like what I like in this one. Guys might not like what I like in this one. No wonder why I can't find the game. I'm 4 days ahead. What do I like in this one? Your boy likes the under. Yeah, he's been giving out unders. He's been giving out unders lately. Not just over bets. Your boy has been adapting. An under's a winner until it's not, right? Let's get that straight. An under's a winner until it's not. But I have been giving out a healthy amount. We had a college basketball game of the year on an under. We've been giving out a healthy amount of unders lately. Just shocking people. Church bells are calling. Have a blessed day, Lex, and enjoy church. By the way, if you're not on the Sunday guarantee play, now is the time to go get it. Make yourself a nice chunk of change before the Super Bowl. And then bet the Super Bowl. And hammer the snot out of the books. All right. Just rolling down the list. Is the total low for a reason of 136.5? You've got the number 27 and 28th ranked defenses in the country. Sorry, 28th and 37th ranked defenses in the country. I mean, I know you've got a high-flying offense by Texas Tech. Last year, I think they got to like 133, 134 points. I think the total is priced exactly where it's supposed to be. And I think with West Virginia's defensive capabilities, not saying they cover the spread or or maybe they do, but I think pace of play alone between both teams averaging 17.6 seconds and 19.2 for West Virginia. Pace of play alone is going to limit points, scoring opportunities. West Virginia's defense holding teams to 45.4% of all their 2-point plays. Both are very capable when it comes to defensive rebounds. Both teams very experienced. So I think this one could definitely be a low-scoring game. That's why I lean towards the under. I know the chat's on the over, but I lean towards the under. One second here. All right. We're going to take a look at the next one that we're going to take a look at. Maryland and Minnesota. Maryland catching 10.5. Minnesota laying the 8.5 at home will be the next matchup that we take a look at. Feel free to comment in the poll. We do have the poll rolling now. A little Big Ten action here. Maryland 8-14, losing 4 straight, losing 8 of their last 9 games. They are just 1-10 in conference play, just absolutely getting pummeled by everybody. Losing 82-62 to Ohio State, losing 93-63 to Purdue, losing 91-48 against Michigan State, and losing 89-70 to Illinois. Listen to the 4 games straight. You got to face off against the Fighting Illini, Michigan State, Purdue, and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Ew. Talk about an absolute rough schedule. Before that, you had Penn State, which you won. And before that, you opened up conference play against Oregon. Okay, no big deal. The Ducks are struggling this year. But then you get Indiana, UCLA, USC, both on the road. Ooh, what a conference schedule for Maryland to start out. No wonder why Buzz Williams and the Terrapins are 8-14. Let's take a look at the Golden Gophers, 11-12. They're not much better, all right? 4-8 in conference play. They did come off a big 76-73 home win against Michigan State. Big ol' upset there after losing, 7 straight? Losing to USC at home in overtime, losing to Wisconsin, losing to Illinois, losing to Ohio State on the road. losing to Nebraska at home, and then road losses to Wisconsin and Penn State. So safe to say, home court advantage for the Golden Gophers is just eh. It's just eh. I mean, the Williams Arena, it's the 33rd largest. However, home court advantage, it's got a home court advantage ranking of 2.9. It's not a tough arena to play in. So really no extra on top of maybe the additional 1 or 2 points that you'd get for being at home. Nothing special here. Offenses, I put them about the same. Minnesota's defense definitely better than the defense of Maryland. Maryland struggles offensively. Maryland is just straight struggling offensively. But when you look at their numbers, you have to remember these numbers, 47.8% from the field, turning the ball over 18.3% of the time, only shooting 32.1% from out deep, 47.5% of all your 2-point plays. And then you got to go back and you got to remember that in the last 9 games, they played Oregon, Indiana, UCLA, USC, Penn State, Illinois, Michigan State, Purdue, and Ohio State. And before that, they had Virginia, Michigan, and Iowa. Not long before that, they had Gonzaga and Alabama. They also had a game against Marquette where they walked away with a road win. They lost by 10 to Georgetown at home. So, when you look at their strength of schedule for Maryland, they have played some absolute monsters of a team. So when you look at their offensive numbers, you got to remember, those numbers are low because they have just had an absolute shit schedule against the top-ranked teams in Division I that have absolute stellar defenses. Not to say Minnesota's got an easier schedule. Non-conference matchups. Okay, they played Missouri. They played Stanford. Conference play, they opened up with a win over Indiana. They lost to Purdue. Then they threw in 3 more non-conference wins against Texas Southern, Campbell, Fairleigh Dickinson. Then they, went back to conference play. They beat up Northwestern and Iowa. And then they ran into the same quality of opponents that Maryland did, and actually not as high of a schedule. USC, Wisconsin, Illinois, Ohio State, Nebraska, Wisconsin again. They lost back-to-back there. And they just lost to Penn State on the road 77-75, right? Back last Sunday, a week ago. And here they are coming off a big win, 3-point win over Michigan State at home. Minnesota at home, I like them better than on the road, but they can see, you can see that they lost to Nebraska at home, lost to Wisconsin, lost to the Trojans. I see the chat is mostly in agreement with me with Maryland plus the 8.5. I like Maryland in this spot. I really do. I like them at plus 8.5. I think it's a sneaky spot. I like Maryland here. Maryland's defense, though, is the problem. It's what I don't like is Maryland's defense. But you got to remember, their defensive numbers are just as much off as their offensive numbers because of their strength of opponents. Of course, they're going to give up more threes to the likes of Michigan, Virginia, UCLA, USC, Illinois, Michigan State, Purdue, and Ohio State, right? Fact. It's just a fact. So remember that when you're picking who you want to bet on this one. But if you gave me your money to bet, it'd be on Maryland plus the 8.5. If you said, Kyle, give me one play in this game. Can't give you the total unless you get your butts on board. Because we've got the total locked in. As far as, FC does. And that boy went 3-0 yesterday. He's been hot on the daily plays. UFC Max Fight Pick winner, UFC Max Fight Pick Parlay winner. But again, Maryland plus the 8.5, that's where I'd be putting my money. Albert, thanks for jumping on board the Super Bowl package. Glad to have you on board for that, brother. John Havlis, if you're watching, thanks for jumping on board the Sunday Guarantee. Glad to have you on board for that one. Van Tang, Van, brother Van, I don't know if you're in the live chat, but glad to see you on board. Paul Coob, I know you got on board the Super Bowl combo package, or the Super Bowl guaranteed winner package, including the prop bet package, which, by the way, there's 35 props in the prop bet package. 35 props. Which, by the way, there is... Let me pop that up. There's 2 in there that are high odds. I mean, huge plus money. That I legit think are very, very valid. There's one in there, and it's in the first set of props. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. If you're on the package, the 5th one down. Lewis, what's going on, man? Good morning to you. I know you've got this package. It's the 5th prop down. It's over plus 2,000. I really like that one. There's another one that is 1, 2, 3, 4, is 5 from the bottom. It's the first one in the last set of props. It's a plus 10,000. I'm going to put $500 on it because it pays 50 grand. And I legit think it's got a live opportunity. And obviously, what can happen during the game can definitely change that. But I think it has an opportunity. So, happy betting. And yeah, there's 35 props. And the longest odds, let's see, minus 104, minus 110, minus 108, minus 120, minus 110, minus 128, plus 145, plus 155. A lot of plus money, plus 600, plus 175, plus 4,000, which, by the way, I like the plus 4,000. Plus 210, plus 10K, plus 100, plus 178, plus 750, and plus 920. Whew. The longest odds is minus 128. No high juiced props here, folks. Just some damn winners. All right. Back to the breakdowns. We're going to do another one for you guys. Maybe we'll do 2. I don't know. We'll see. See if we get some user participation. We get some user interaction. You guys start commenting. Maybe we will do another one after that. Let's get the next poll up on the screen between UCF and Cincinnati. Hi, Kyle. What size should these props be? Half unit, usually about 100. So here's the thing. There's a lot of props. There's 35 props. Last year, the prop package was absolutely insanely profitable. Insane. The year before that as well. I don't think we had a year bigger than last year's, and last year's was massive. We hit a couple big ones. Depending on how big your bankroll is, right, is I would determine on your unit size, because there's so many props. But a lot of them are that plus 140, plus 130, plus 170 that I think are going to hit. I really do. I've got both hands, heavy hands in the cookie jar when it came to what props we put out. I really like what we put out. Same thing with last year, right? Depending on how stretched out the bankroll is and how much you can put at risk, I would put anywhere from a quarter unit to a half a unit for what you normally do. If a unit is 100, if you normally bet 100, I'd put anywhere from 20 to 50 bucks on the prop. Maybe the longer ones like the plus 10, plus 10,000, I wouldn't put a half a unit unless you just wanted to take a gamble on that one, because let's be honest, a plus 10,000, we're not supposed to win it. We're not. Do I think it has an opportunity to win? I do, or else it wouldn't have made the list. But it's definitely a Hail Mary one. But I think it has a solid opportunity. So just bet accordingly. Keep them, other than the super high odds ones, the ones that are minus 110s to the plus 150s, I'd keep those all, fractionally about the same. But great question, because a lot of people don't know what to do on the props. I got to tell you, I'm excited for a college basketball game tomorrow. I don't know if you guys know, but Arizona and Kansas face off tomorrow. Arizona on the road laying 1.5. Kansas at home catching 1.5. Minus 134 for Arizona on the money line. Total on that one, 153.5. I absolutely love this game. I can't wait for this play tomorrow. I absolutely cannot wait for it. Can't wait for that game. All right, so going to jump into UCF against Cincinnati. I see the chat is already split 60-40 with Cincinnati laying the 3.5. That is the current odds on this one. Let me get all my stats up for this. UCF 17-5, coming off a road loss where they got beat up by 24 points by Houston. They beat Texas Tech. They beat ASU by 3 at home. They beat up Colorado, no slouch there. They got beat up by Iowa State. They got beat up by Iowa State on the road. They lost by 30 on the road. They lost by 7 to Arizona at home, and they lost to Oklahoma State on the road. Let's see. Let's just count road wins. Road wins for UCF. Texas A&M. Kansas State. Colorado. Road losses. Oklahoma State, Iowa State, and Houston. On the road, they lost by 10 to Oklahoma State, 30 to Iowa State, and 24 to Houston. They're losing on average by 20 points when they lose on the road. Phenomenal at home. UCF's not at home. They're not at the Addition Financial Arena, where they have a decent home court advantage there. They're going up against Cincinnati, who's lost 4 out of their last 5 games. They're 11-12, 3-7 in conference play in the Big 12 Conference, which, by the way, UCF is 6-4. They've lost, 7 out of their last 10 games, losing to Houston, West Virginia. They lost to UCF on the road already by 1. UCF beat them on the road at home by 1. They beat up Colorado. They beat up Iowa State. They lost to Arizona and Arizona State back-to-back on the road. They won against Baylor at home by 10. They lost on the road by 22 to Houston, and they just lost at home by 5 to West Virginia. Oh, and let's not mistake and forget that UCF did beat Kansas 81-75 at home. But again, that was at home. When you're comparing these two teams side by side, Cincinnati has a top 10 stat-wise defense. But it's also going against, you got to factor in strength of opponents, right? The numbers don't lie, but you have to factor in where those numbers came from and who they played to get those numbers. Whereas UCF, their offense, a top 35 team, 35th as far as the numbers go, knocking down 54.3% from the field, 36.6% offensive rebounding stat, knocking down 37.8% of all their three-point attempts, top 25 three-point shooting team in the country, hitting 53% of all their two-point attempts, knocking down free throws at a rate of 74.1%, which, by the way, Cincinnati, I think, is actually last in the country at 66.3% from the charity stripe. Cincinnati is absolute dog shit from the charity stripe. Whoa. I mean, UCF money line and Maryland money line is a plus 1,008. I just wanted to throw that out there. It's a plus 1,008. I just wanted to throw that out there. As far as this game goes, what do I like? I like UCF. I think UCF is the better team. They've already beat them once. Beat them by a point at home. They struggled in that game. But I do. I like UCF. That I do. All right. Shall we do the Rice and UAB game? Shall we do the Rice and UAB game? If you guys would like me to do the Rice and UAB game, we can do it. Rice is catching 8.5. All right, the poll is up. If you guys would like me to do that, you need to comment in the comment section. John Havlis, thanks for jumping on board FC's plays for today as well. I know you just got the Sunday guarantee play. And again, don't miss out on the Super Bowl package. If you guys have any questions on these packages right here, I'll be happy to answer on any of these. If you guys have any questions on them. I'm not going to spam you with what they are. I think you guys already know what they are. But if you do have any questions on them, specifically like what it entails or whatever, I'll be more than happy to answer them. No UAB Rice game? Yes, no, maybe so. Birmingham, Alabama, where that game is taking place. Rice 10-13, 4-6 in conference play. UAB 14-9, 5-5 in conference play. Coming off a 10-point loss to Memphis. Maybe in Memphis. Can you guys believe Super Bowl is here? We have finally made it to the Super Bowl. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm kind of sad. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed because that means football's done. Football's done for a while, right? But when the NFL ends, Ronald, very quiet chat. Very. I thought about doing a squares, but I don't know if we have enough guys to do a $50 square pool for 10. Aaron, Memphis used to be relevant. How much money in the last... We've been doing the live shows in college basketball for the last 9 years, right? You guys believe we've been doing the live shows for 9 years? Memphis. How much money have we made betting Memphis in college basketball over the last 9 years? And then you get to this year and bringing up what Aaron said, how they used to be relevant, right? And they're just not anymore. Raymond says, excited about the Super Bowl, but sad at the same time, no more football for a while. Damn, we're old, right? We won't talk about that one. I just turned 45 the other day. So, or 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? 17 days ago. God, I was in my mid-30s when we started the live show. Crazy. Crazy. I don't think I had as much gray either. I think it was a lot darker. But hey, here's something you guys have never seen. And since it's just a limited amount, here's something on this live show you guys have never, ever seen. Your boy can grow hair. See that? Your boy can grow... there's a little bald back there, but we can grow almost a whole head of hair. Midlife crisis, call it. I hope 45 is midlife. That means I made it to at least 90, right? But there you go. Something you guys have never seen in the chat. Never seen. Your boy, like Aaron says, what? I haven't even owned a comb since... I was 22 years old. I have not had hair on my head since I joined the Navy. July 15th, 2003 was the last time this head had hair like this. I mean, it's pretty wild. You know, Ronaldo, my Facebook, my personal Facebook, I shared something when he passed away. And it's like, man, time's flying. Old meatball not here anymore. Happy belated birthday, Ronaldo. But yeah. I can say this. With the Super Bowl here today, it's sad, as Raymond said. It means no more football for a while. Who said that it was the fastest 18 weeks? Oh, Ronaldo said the fastest 18 weeks I've ever seen. It went like that, right? But there's good about the Super Bowl finally being here. In 1 month from now, we get Selection Sunday to see who's making the big dance, right? We get conference play tournaments in a month from now. And then, during the March Madness tournament, what starts? Baseball. Baseball. Spring training is in what, 12 days? The return of the system plays, which I can't flip and wait for. Return of our Major League Baseball system plays. We are, what, a month and a half away? A month and a half away from Major League Baseball's opening day. So while the Super Bowl's ending, and that's sad, I mean, the regular season, we went 162-12 last year on our Major League Baseball system plays. In the playoffs, we went 8-0 for a clean sweep. 170-12 overall. 170-12 overall. Like, I can't wait for that. 2024, we went off and went crazy. Went 203-10. We had 213 system plays. They went 203-10. I mean, all the records for all the years are up there. 2023, we went 154-12. Still insanely profitable. 2022, we were 159-12. I mean, come on. 2021, 216. 216 losses. 200 wins and 16 losses. All the records up there. 2020, 173-19 wasn't the best showing, but still 173-19 was insanely profitable. I think that was the year that we had like a 52 or 53 straight. 178-18. As you can see, we just keep getting better. 2018 limited year. I think that was the strike year, right? 82-4. So, while football's ending, March Madness is coming. We got some big stuff for college hoops. As you can see, I'm just breaking down college basketball today. I'm super pumped for it. But I'll be honest, I can't wait for baseball. Absolutely cannot wait for baseball to start. And once baseball gets here, you know, we'll get through the rest of the college basketball tournament. We'll fly through the NBA when we've got baseball every single day to bet. We'll have base. I like it when it's NBA baseball. NBA baseball. It's a phenomenal time. Anytime we got system plays, let's be honest, it's a phenomenal time. And I know we have a limited chat here, but I think all of you guys have been on system plays a time or 10. A time or 10, right? So you guys know what it is when it comes to system plays. So I think it's just fun. Fun. I mean, making money is fun, so. All right. Well, I guess we can discuss Rice and UAB. I'm already here. I mean, you guys didn't want to do it. Nobody said anything about it, but we'll take a look at it. The Owls 10-13. That's Rice, by the way, out of Houston. Rob Lanier and his Owls just 10-13, 4-6 in conference play. They are coming off a double OT win on Wednesday against North Texas. They showed grit. They showed determination. They showed heart. They did not give up. They've won 2 out of their last 3 games, one of them being on the road, which they need to win on the road. They beat UTSA on the road. They don't have a lot of road wins. And then you've got the Blazers. UAB, Andy Kennedy and his Blazers, 14-9, 5-5 in conference play, coming off a 10-point loss to Memphis. Before that, they beat up UTSA and North Texas. When you take a look at these two teams side by side offensively, you pit them like identical, right? But Rice's defense is just absolutely horrendously horrible. And believe it or not, even though their offenses are ranked numbers-wise very close to it, they both lack certain things. UAB can't drop a three-pointer. They knock down 28.2%, whereas Rice can't convert all their two-point plays at 44.7%. And they're near last when it comes to, free throw shooting from the charity stripe at 68.6%. So, I will say this, though. UAB's offense, they turn the ball over very little. They are number 5 in the country at not turning the ball over. Just 12.8% of all their possessions result in a turnover, which is enough for number 5 in the country. So protecting the ball, that they do. Both don't really participate in the 2-foul participation, 16.6 for UAB, 21.7 for Rice. Very similar numbers there. Average height per player, no height advantage. Experience levels the same. Both go to the bench into the, a third amount of playing time from the bench personnel. Where UAB relies on 57.7% of all their points to come from 2-point plays, it's because they can't knock down a 3-pointer. They can't knock down a 3-pointer. As far as this game goes, I think 8.5 is a lot. I mean, I get it. Rice sucks, but UAB ain't any better. UAB, I don't see them blowing out Rice today. I don't have $1 on the game, but if you made me pick, I'm rolling with the chat here because I can see 71% say Rice. I like the 8.5. Again, I don't have $1 on the game, but if I did, that is where my money would be. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So, with that being said, game's getting ready to start in 30 minutes. I'm ready to have some fun. I'm ready for Super Bowl. But before we get to Super Bowl, we got college hoops, NBA, which, by the way, don't sleep on the NBA today, folks. Don't sleep on the NBA. We got the Knicks at the Celtics. Celtics laying 3. We got the Heat laying 12.5 on the road against the Wizards. We got the Pacers catching 9 on the road against the Raptors. And we got the Clips catching 9 against the Timberwolves on the road. No real high totals. The Heat total, the highest of the day at 237.5. And that first game between the Knicks and the Celtics is the low total at 212.5. So, let me end that other poll. So, don't be sleeping on the NBA. Today is going to be a good day, and it's the Super Bowl. And I get it. It's the dawning of the era. Super Bowl is over. Sucks. I mean, not Super Bowl, but NFL's over after today. Sucks. It is what it is. But hey, college basketball full steam ahead. The big college basketball promo package, that will be starting next week. More details to follow next week. If you got on board a Super Bowl package before Wednesday, you are owed at least one promo code. Guys like Lewis, Aaron, everybody else that got the big combo elite package, you guys are owed 2 different emails with promo codes. One's going to have a 50% off that college hoops package. And if you got on Guaranteed Saturday, you're also going to get a promo code. And I'm doing the promo codes this time, so they're going to be good. They're going to be good. So, and I'll do this. Anybody that jumps on board the Sunday guarantee today as well, I will send you an additional promo code, including if you've already bought it. I'll get you on board another promo code. So, might be a real good one. I've been pushing buttons here. I told them if they didn't like the shit that I did to fire me, but then I'd be their competition, and they didn't like that. I said shit's changing around here. We're being more user friendly, and we're giving out more deals. Chef Bear, what's going on? The bosses didn't particularly like that. Aaron, you've never been on System Plays? If you System Plays, and I'm sure we'll have way in-depth discussions on System Plays. System Plays are the most boringest, mundane. They're there, you bet them, and you win. It's like bet, rinse, repeat, bet, rinse, repeat, bet, rinse, repeat. It's the money making that is the good thing about it. That's what makes them fun. It's not like they're action packed, like the Super Bowl, right? They got to be the boringest things that we can bet. Fucking boring pays. So, yes, I can't wait for Super Bowl. Super Bowl will be locked, loaded, and ready to go. Man, Chef Bear, I'm getting ready to get off the live show and you're just showing up. You're just showing up. Again, promo codes will go out more than likely tomorrow. If you get on board the Sunday Guarantee Play, I'll also give you guys a promo code, an additional one. A lot of college hoops breakdowns today, so that was fun. It's a good start. I mean, we took a look at Tulsa and South Florida, UNC Greensboro and Furman, Texas Tech, West Virginia, Charlotte and Memphis, UCF and Cincinnati, Maryland and Minnesota, Rice and UAB. 7 game day breakdowns, not bad. Yeah, this is my advice, and everybody that's been on them knows about them. When the early bird sale comes out, which I will make sure we have them, it takes it from $1,500 from the season to $1,000 for the season. That's when you jump on them, because you get on them from the start to the finish. You get the entire smorgasbord of games. 5 degrees. Yuck. It was like 85 yesterday here when I golfed. I mean, I got sun. I mean, look at this. Look at this color. I know I'm wearing a sweatshirt because it's cold in the office, but. Do I like Tulsa? Yeah, I do. And again, I'll show it off one more time. This is something the chat has never seen. Your boy can grow a hair. I think we said it hasn't been there in 22 and a half years. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it. I'll let Jay know. He's in there somewhere. I tried getting him to come out on the live show to show his mug today, and he's like, no. Because he knows what happens. And I think he did that shit on purpose 10 years ago. He stuttered in a couple of those videos, and we've never used him again. And because he laughs. Because I've joked like, dude, run the live shows for me. No, you see what happens. I see what happens. I think he did that shit on purpose. But yeah, I definitely let him know. Should go pull his ass out, put him in a headlock, and drag him out here. Yeah, it's a new addition of your boy. He's got hair. And he's down under 200 pounds. He's actually down under 195. 192, by the way. When was the last time you went fishing? Oh, fuck. It's been too long, Raymond. I think I'm going to come up and go fishing with you. We used to go fishing on the lake, right? I know. I need to go back fishing. But I between my daughter's barrel racing, my golf, which I've been playing in all the US Am Tour events, the Phoenix and the Palm Springs ones, and some of their national ones. So I've been having so much fun playing in those. But yeah, a little health journey. Oh, here's another one. Not that it was... Where's Kyle? Not that it was ever a problem, because like I would drink on the golf course socially, right? Have a birdie shot maybe after the round. I was never a real big drinker. In the Navy I was. Out of the Navy never was. But today is day 109. 109 of nothing. Not even a weed gummy. Not even a sip of alcohol. I feel so good. I'm down over 40 pounds. Got a head of hair. And feel absolutely amazing. But yeah, no, we'll be live. I'll come out with a live schedule for college basketball. I will come out with a schedule for college basketball for some live shows. And it'll be a thing that goes all the way through March Madness. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. The no drinking, it's boring. It is boring. It's not very fun, especially when you're around people that are. The first thing I noticed, we went and watched a football game, and it was actually the Patriots' first playoff game, and we were at the country club, and I'm sitting there, I'm sober, and everybody's drinking, and I'm like, was I this obnoxious? Was I just like all of these people? Yes. Yes, I fit in. I'm like, damn. So, but yeah, that's all that's new here. But yes, gonna end the live show. Love Tulsa. Love Maryland. Today's gonna be a good day. If you're not on the Super Bowl, go get on board for the Super Bowl. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Let's make some money. Let's make some money. All right, guys, I'm going to get off the live. We'll come out with a live show schedule for college basketball. It's going to be a lot of fun because you guys know me. If there's anything I like breaking down, it's college basketball and Major League Baseball. So, all right. Please, no matter what package you're on, or if you're just betting on your own, or you're betting with somebody else, no matter what you do, this is my message to you guys. It doesn't matter how big the guarantee is. We're betting on humans. And as you guys know, anything can and will happen. Bet within your means. Be responsible. Take care of shit that's at home first. Because at the end of the day, football's going to be here next season. I ain't going anywhere. The games are still going to be here. So please, no matter what you do, wager responsibly. Because when you don't, that's generally when bad things happen. So, but yeah, that one right there, we got the winner. I love it. Firing on it. So let's make today a great day. All right, guys, good luck. Wager responsibly. And again, don't do anything stupid. And I will see each and every single one of you guys soon. Thank you for everybody, the handfuls of you that tuned in live today. And if you build it, they will come. Nobody knew we were live. But hey, we'll keep building it. All right, guys, good luck, everybody. Wager responsibly, and we'll see you guys soon.